What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway Joel, the voice of Dominican boxing, and today we got a good episode of Brian Mendoza. Man, Brian Mendoza is he's just coming off a sensational knockout of Sebastian Fundora. He was the underdog. Not many people were picking him to win. I'll be honest with you, I didn't pick him to win. I although I was considering it, I was considering picking him, considering he had just knocked out Mendoza. And Fundora is somebody who does get hit, and I don't know. I just like Mendoza's style. I like his attitude. I met him in Vegas before. I talked to him. Just seemed like a very serious guy who's very focused and has Ismail Salas in his corner. So I thought of picking him, Brian Mendoza, but last minute I just couldn't. I went with Fundora, so I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I was expecting that KO. I definitely wasn't. Uh, but yeah, man, after that knockout, I don't know if you guys, if some of you guys were watching the live, when I was watching his fight live on my channel. And I was like, after that performance, I was just saying, yo, I have to watch that. I have to interview him. I have to interview him. That was my reaction. And look, I'm interviewing him now. I got in contact with him and he agreed to give me this interview. I spoke to him not long ago. He'll be hopping on in a few minutes. And I'm super excited for this interview. There's been a while since I've been this excited for an interview. Especially coming off a fight. He just fought on Saturday. Now it's Wednesday, and I'm getting an interview, so I'm definitely excited. And I'm looking forward to how this is going to play out. He is definitely he's definitely has earned my attention. I'll put it like that. He's earned my attention and earned my respect coming off two sensational knockouts. Because people want to get caught up on this knockout of Sebastian Fundora. Let's not forget. He also took the Jason Rosario fight at 160 and scored a sensational knockout then. And in both fights, he was underdogs. So, like, this guy is coming off two sensational victories in which he was the underdog, and his life has changed. His last two fights have changed his life dramatically. And I'm really, really looking forward to this interview and seeing how him answer my questions. I'm very curious as to many things, as to what happened in the ring, and as well as what's his plan afterwards, who he plans to face, and all that. So let's just wait till he hops on and we can have that conversation because I'm definitely looking forward to this interview. But yeah, in the meanwhile, while we wait, let's talk about the fight. So I saw that fight pretty much. I wasn't scoring the fight, but I thought that like Brian Mendoza was losing the fight. I thought he was losing it wide, and I thought that he was moving a lot, trying to like move and box and do a lot of things, and I felt like he was wasting unnecessary energy. And I thought as the fight wore on, I thought for sure that Fundora was going to wear him down because that's Fundora's game, is to get you tired, throw a high volume amount of punches and wear you down to knock you out. And I figured he was wasting a lot of energy in the early rounds. And when they were getting the inside, Fundora was landing some nasty shots, uppercuts. And at times I don't want to, and when I say hurt Mendoza, I don't mean like hurt, like he was stunned and wobbled almost out of there. That's not what I meant. But you can definitely see that anytime Fundora would land a shot, it was making Mendoza very uncomfortable. Like he was making facial expressions like like you could tell, he was hurt. The judges' scorecards at the time, actually, two of the judges had it a complete shutout. Two of the judges, and these are the people who matter. So whether your scorecards was different, that's irrelevant. And one of the judges only gave Mendoza one round. So this is a clear, wipeout. He was gonna need a knockout, especially on two of the scorecards, or at least a knockdown, because the first 6 rounds you lose 6-0. The best you can get is a draw. So that was a fantastic knockout. And I definitely want to ask him, what was his adjustments? What was his game plan? What did he see in Fundora before the fight, and how was it different inside the ring? And like I'm really looking forward to this interview. Uh, he has a lot of questions that I want to ask, and I'm sure you guys know I always open up the phone lines and let you guys ask your own questions. So I definitely want to give you guys a chance. And speaking of Brian Mendoza, he's just hopping on now and joining us. Brian, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing amazing, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. First of all, I just want to say congratulations. That was a fantastic knockout. And second, I want to
Thank
say
you,
thank you
man.
so much. Thank you so much for giving me the interview, giving me your time. Again,
Absolutely.
we met out in Vegas for the Rivera Martin fight. I gave you your props. You
Yeah.
knocked out my Dominican Jason Rosario. I gave you your props in person. I'll do it again here on live. Congratulations on that win as well. You're coming off two
Thank you, man.
back-to-back knockouts where you were the underdog. Like,
Yeah. It's
talk to
wild,
me.
man. It's for real. Just seeing the hard work paying off.
Yeah. Do you have your phone or do you have your hand on like the mic? It sounds a little muffled or something. Like
Oh no, let me actually
like it's
switch
staticky.
this.
I don't know what's going on. Or do you have it plugged in on the charger?
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
No, it might be the Bluetooth though.
Yeah, it might be that. Might be that. I can't
Oh,
hear you now.
hello.
Yeah.
Is it better?
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds a bit staticky. I can hear everything you're saying. It just sounds a bit staticky. Uh
It might be the signal then. Actually, I'm kind of in a bad little spot.
oh, okay. Uh you want to go somewhere else, or is like that's kind of like the only place you can do it for right now?
This whole area, yeah, like I'm kind of stuck in the area, but this whole area is kind of shifty.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll make it work with how we can do it. Uh, first of all,
All right,
I
man.
want to
Try to get
I
that
want
in.
to. What was up?
No, no, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. I wanted to start off by asking, how did you feel about the fight when it got presented to you, when it got made? What was your feeling towards this fight against you and Fundora?
I was just like, man, I instantly want this fight. There was no hesitation. Like they mentioned there was a possibility, and I was like, sure, like I'll sign that right now. So it was just excitement, man. Like just crazy. I told them I wanted the biggest opportunities, whether it was at 154 or 160, and they presented that one, and I jumped on it. I said absolutely.
Yeah, it's funny. I was gonna bring that up when we met in Vegas. You were like, "Hey, listen, I'll fight at 160 or 154. Wherever the opportunity lands." Did you have any considerations to staying at 160? Did they present you any fighters at 160?
Not really. It was a lot of like, oh, maybe this, maybe that, but it was like nothing solid. And yeah, I mean, like it's still there though at 160. If some kind of title fight or something big pops up at 160, I'll jump for that too. So I feel comfortable in both weight classes. Now I just feel like I could get big opportunities in either one, but definitely, made some noise in the 154-pound division, so we'll probably stay there for a while.
That you did, man. That you did. What was the game plan for that fight? Yeah, what was the game plan for you and Fundora?
The game plan, was just chop that tree. Is everybody always tries to match his height, tries to, headhunt, and I was like, no, like I'm gonna be hitting, his arms, his body, his gloves, whatever. Just what's in front of me. I can't kind of just be staring up the whole time and trying to just do these weird like Superman jump shots. So no, it was just that, it was just and I know the guy's a machine, so it was break the machine down little by little, and that's how we went. Just chopping that tree, just chipping away at it, and then that's what started giving us those openings later in the fight. So we always knew we would have either maybe a late stoppage or just a big second half to be able to walk away with the decision.
Okay. So it was a tough fight. Two of the judges had it a shutout in favor of Fundora. One of the judges had
Hmm.
only gave you one round. I'm not sure if you were aware of the scorecards. Were you
Yeah.
aware that you were losing the fight?
I mean, yeah, I was aware, but I did think I won maybe like, the first or second just off the strength that like he didn't really do anything and I did a little something, but I know he was walking forward, but that was, but it's cool. I was up against it. Like you said, like the two judges that had me a shutout they're also judges from California. I was in California fighting a fighter from California. The judges are from California. We knew what it was going in. I never cared. That's why you saw me even in between the rounds, I was just calm, relaxed, composed because I knew I wasn't really there to try to win on points anyway. But I just knew, the first half it was most likely going to be his anyway, and I needed to break him down enough to be able to take over in the second half, and that's kind of what you started to see in that moment.
Oh, so you were going in there for a knockout because you wanted to solidify like that. The game plan was to knock him out because you weren't going to trust the judges, considering he's from California and the fight's in California.
I wouldn't say the game plan was to knock him out. I just knew that there was a high possibility that's what we needed. And I think that showed because they were not giving me even like close rounds. So like, we just knew what we were up against, but it wasn't. We never trained. Okay, land one big shot, land one big shot. It was always like just chip away. You even saw me a few times landing some combinations. Kind of just touching it looked like, but that's what the whole game plan was. And we were expecting to have a huge second half of that fight.
What adjustments specifically did you make to get the knockout? You hurt him really, really bad with that left hook. But I don't remember you, at least not from that angle, landing that left hook. What was the exact adjustment for you to land the knockout?
It's just timing and positioning. You like even in that sequence, you can see me. When I threw a combination, I used a little glove control. I pushed his arm down when I was stepping back, and I stepped back in an angle. And then when I came back in, it was at a completely awkward angle where he could not see that shot coming until it was literally next to his jaw. And that's what it was. Just timing, positioning, just trying to get all that. But it was just everything tying together because I did throw that shot a few times before, but it just didn't have it placed right. But I knew once we placed those shots right, that he wouldn't be able to take them.
There's a video circulating on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a split screen of your knockout and Sergio Martinez knockout of Paul Williams. Have you seen that?
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Just to even have people comparing it like that, but that's wild.
Yeah, because it's a tall, aggressive fighter, similar weight. That fight was at 160, but he was a
Hmm.
career 54 pound, welterweight 54 pounds, so
Yeah.
similar weight, and similar style, and he gets knocked out in a similar way. It's almost like that style, that punch is susceptible to it.
Oh, absolutely. Because like they can have these. Well, I know Paulo Williams was more known for his draw and everything, but just because you can take all these shots, there's gonna be shots like that when you're constantly walking forward and just swinging away. Like they don't care about power shots, they don't care about the speed. They just want to touch you, so they're just constantly letting their hands go. And that's the issue. Eventually, you're gonna run into something you can't see, and everybody knows those are the shots that hurt you.
Well, do you consider yourself a puncher? Because I'll be honest with you, the last two fights they've been sensational knockouts. It's not that you knocking somebody out, and I don't want to say anybody can knock nobody out, but a knockout happens in boxing. These ain't regular knockouts that you're getting.
Yeah.
Like, is this something you're doing, adjusting that you're getting more power, or did you did you add a strength and conditioning coach? Are you sitting down in your punches? What's different in these last two fights where you're scoring not knockouts, sensational knockouts?
Yeah, it's just the consistency in the work. There's been a lot of development, and then yeah, for the last a full year and a half maybe, I've been with strength and conditioning coach Tony Brady. I had worked with him when I did the cornflake fight against Thomas Lamana.
Yeah.
I worked with him for a little bit for that camp, but then he wasn't living here, and I couldn't get like access to him and stuff, so we didn't work together for a while. And then this last stretch has been with him. Before the Whitaker fight, the comeback fight, I was with him for a full camp. And then 2 weeks, we got right back into camp. And then we trained for months until the Rosario fight was offered. And then 2 weeks off. And then again, we just kept training and through this fight. So the explosiveness that you're seeing on top of it is from the strength and conditioning, everything. But it's also the development I've had. Like I have 5 years now with Ismael Salas and all these people around me just soaking up knowledge. So it's technique followed by, of course, yes, I have a much bigger like base built through the strength and conditioning. I just feel like I can be explosive to the very last second. So it's like a combination of everything.
Okay. Yeah, man. Carlos Adames, our friend Cam, they were all telling me, yo, don't
Yeah,
sleep on Brian Mendoza. I'm like, they
yeah.
tell me, yo, we sparred him, he could fight. Yeah, I'm like, all right, all right. I'm not sleeping on him. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a liar. I picked against you. I was considering it because Adames
Yeah.
and Cam were telling me, hey man, Mendoza's a good fighter. Like, don't let those 2 losses fool you. But I was like, and you proved me wrong again. Just know I'm never doing that again. I'm not doing that again. I learned my lesson. I could have made money. You were underdog in 2 fights in a row. I am not doing that again.
Yeah.
And
No, man, it's all good. But Adamas even hit me up. He told me, he's like, hey, I told you since day one that your lead hand was your power hand. Like he called it. He always said that left hook and everything was dangerous. And he reminded me, he's like, see, I always told you that was the shot.
nah, for sure. For sure. It looked like when you dropped, like when you heard him and then you caught him with the combination and dropped him. It kind of looked like you didn't know the fight was over. It kind of looked like you were expecting him to get up. You kind of walked away to the corner, and once you realized, it was like, oh snap! What
Yeah.
was going through your mind at that point?
At that point, man, I just saw, the way he sat up. So I was like, okay, his heart is still there. Like he's not quitting. He sat up right away. But when I realized it was when I saw that his body wasn't responding. He sat up out of pure heart. That was just his heart that sat him up. But his body wasn't there. The mind wasn't. That's why he looked so dazed. And they kept him sitting for quite a while. After because he was there, but it was just mentally, not there. Like the body was not responding, and that's kind of when it kicked in. But yeah, at first I was like, nah, he'll probably get up, because I'm used to this guy that's supposed to be in crazy conditioning, has a million punches per fight and all this stuff. So you expect them to, be able to get up from that stuff. But I do know that those are some mean shots that landed.
Yeah, man. I gotta send you my reaction because I did a live while I was
I
watching the
saw it,
fight.
man.
You
I
saw
saw
it?
it too.
I
Yeah,
was
that was
like,
dope,
oh
man.
shit! I was going crazy, man. Like I was not expecting that. I had Fedora winning, and then you just
Yeah.
boom. I was like, I went crazy. Describe that feeling of when you knew you got the knockout, man. Like you are now the WBC interim 154-pound champion. Like describe that feeling to me as somebody who's never gonna accomplish something like that. How how
Yeah.
is it like? Whoa! I really got the knockout. I really pulled off the upset twice in sensational fashion.
Man, it's as crazy as you're making it sound. Like it really feels like that. And then ever since like especially I saw the ref waving it off, and I was like, yo, this is real. Like it feels like I've entered into a dream and I just haven't woke up, man. Like it really feels like that. It's surreal. Like I keep telling people, I'm not gonna sit here and play it cool, like, oh yeah, no, this is supposed to happen, blah blah. Like, nah, man. Like I know I wasn't supposed to be here, so I'm cherishing every moment, man. I'm just super thankful. Like this is real life, man. I kept telling my team now, like, yo, is this real life? Like it's just crazy, man, because like it's you work and you work and you have these setbacks and everything, and then people start giving up on you, counting you out, and it's just wild, man. To like see everything really come full circle and like prove even to myself, that hard work pays off, like 1000%. This is crazy.
And this is what this is like. I complain a lot about boxing because of the politics and this and that. This is something I love in boxing. You have 2 losses. You coming off 2 sensational underdog knockouts, and now like your next fight. Listen, if I'm you, I'm not stepping in the ring less than 200K. If I'm you,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to pay me. I'm giving you stuff that you can put on your Instagram. I'm not just getting knockouts. I'm getting
Yeah.
sensational knockouts. Knockouts I'm supposed to lose. Forget
Uh-huh.
forget that it's a knockout. I'm supposed to lose those fights. I need 200K. I'm not taking nothing less than that. So
I don't know. Yeah,
this,
just keep doing my part, man. Like letting because I'm not much of a talker. Like I'm very just like it's not even like a humble thing. It's just not me. I always feel like people can tell when they're trying to manufacture like all the shit talking and stuff. But
yeah.
I love that. Now I'm legitimately just letting my work do my talking for me. Like the fights, like I don't have to talk crap. It's like look at the results I'm producing. Like just put me in the ring, man. Like that's all you got to worry about.
No, and it shows your never quit mentality. after two losses, and I don't write people off after one or two losses. That's not the type
Yeah,
of person I am. But this new boxing after four Mayweather,
boxing.
you got to be undefeated. That's how people are. So it's a lot of times it's hard to come back from two losses. But like
Hmm.
you're living proof that if you
Yeah.
stick with it, if you work hard, you can do it. Talk to me about the mentality of never quitting, of knowing your destiny and trying to achieve your goals.
It's just another thing, man. It's like having a blind faith, and I was like, it's you almost have to be a little crazy. I know I'm a little crazy to like still have faith through that, man, because it's like you hit so many like brick walls where you're like, oh, yo, how am I gonna get past this? And that's just in the regular career anyway. But then you add, the losses, you add like just issues with old managers and stuff like that. Like you like there's tons of times where I did not see the light at the end of the tunnel. And honestly, outside of my drive, I don't know what really kept it going. It's just the faith. I was like, I always had this image in my head. I was like, there's a Brian, that like I know he's the shit. Like I know I can pull this stuff off. Like when I watch other fighters, I'm like, man, I could do that so much more explosive, so much more like flashy. Like I would just see it, so it's that belief, inside. Like I know it's in there, man. We just have to keep working, and it's wild. It's legitimately just keep working, just keep working it. Like it pays off because now I'm proof, man. Like you said, living proof. It's a crazy feeling.
I could only imagine, brother. How's your family and friends? I don't know if you're married or if you have a girlfriend. How are they reacting to this? Because, like, again, I'm
Uh,
sure if they follow boxing, they know how big of a win this was. How are they reacting? Your
yeah,
friends, your inner circle, your family, your girlfriend, your wife, your
yeah.
kids, whoever, your mother, father.
No, my inner circle is like everybody's like super happy because I have a very tight circle. It's not like never like entourage type of person or anything.
Hmm.
So no, my people were super happy. But I will say, man, being able to like go up to like your mom, your dad like that, and being able to tell them like, yo, I did it. Like it's the hype is fully real on that, man. Like my whole life, like I could die tomorrow, but I told my parents I made it, and like that is hype as you ever imagined it, like in the movies. Like it was worth every single workout, bro, every injury, every setback.
Hmm.
That's been the biggest thing for me, and like my parents, just seeing that smile on their faces like that.
How'd you celebrate? How'd you after the fights? How did you celebrate? Or were you a little too beat up and went back to the hotel to rest? Or did you go out? Or how did you celebrate that big win?
No, like I wasn't even like that sore or anything, or like I was totally fine, I was just chilling, but I just wanted food, man, and then the thing is we get spoiled. I live out here in Vegas, like we got delicious food 24/7, anything you want. So in LA it was a little difficult, man. It was already like midnight. We ended up at IHOP. We
Okay.
went to like four different spots and ended up at IHOP, but it was what it was, man. It's one of those things like we definitely wish it was better food, but we were with the right people, like the right moment, celebrating the right thing. And that was it, man. Just like got some food with the team and everything, and then just headed back to the hotel and kicked it.
Okay. All right.
But
Well,
yeah, I
again,
just got to be with my people, man.
I feel you. I respect that. I definitely respect that. So again, you're coming off two great wins, knockout wins. Who do you want next? I mean, 154 division is a stacked
Hmm.
division. You got Charlo, you got Castano, you got Tim Tszyu, you got possibly a rematch with Jesus Ramos, a rematch with Fundora. You got names. It's not like 154 is
Yeah,
a division where it's like 160. You got to be scrapping to find a name. How do
right.
you? Who do you want next? You have earned the right to call anybody out.
That's what's I keep telling people, and like people would even tell me obviously before this, something that's changed is like, hey, you know how many people in your weight class, right? That's it's a stacked division, and that. And I would always tell them like that's fun. That's what makes it exciting. Like you don't want to be the king of a division there's nobody in because like, cool, he picked up some random belt and then like big fish in a small pond. This is a big pond. Like there's a lot of fish in this one,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
like my obvious answer is Charlo. He's got the undisputed, the full all of the like the full belts and everything. So that's my obvious answer. I want that immediately. If I can get that, if like something happens with the Sioux fight, they don't line that up. But I'm the fight I want is at Charlo because I'm still chasing greatness, man. Like that's what I've been doing this whole time. I'm not just, doing random fights. I don't want just a little money. Like it's about what like how far I can take it. So no, I definitely want that. But then outside of that, like I want all the smoke, man. Any I just told my team, get me the best opportunities. Like that's what it is. Like they're gonna set up the fights and I've always done my job, man. I've never turned any fights down. Like they literally called me for Rosario 10 days. Let's do it. They called me for this fight. Everybody's scared to fight this guy. I was like, nah, let's do it. It's easy to make these fights with me. So I'm gonna just let my team do their thing, and let's get it, man. But we're shooting for undisputed. Like,
Hey,
but
I
like
definitely
that's clear.
respect. I definitely respect that, and like I mentioned, you earned the right to call any of those guys out. So I don't want to hear nothing like who's Mendoza. No, 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 no. I don't want to hear that. After those last two performances, he's earned the right. And again, I'm gonna be if you get in the ring
Yeah.
for less than 200,000, I'm gonna be disappointed. Listen.
No
I need
way.
my man Mendoza paid. I need you paid good, brother. Nothing
Let's
less than
get
200.
it.
If you can get more, cool.
Of
If you get
course.
199,000, I'm gonna be on my channel slandering on you. Slandering you. You need to get paid, brother. That level
Oh,
of
I got you,
entertainment you've
man.
been providing needs to be compensated monetarily.
Absolutely, man. No, like I have a great team behind me, and I know they're gonna do their job, man. Like, and I literally just gotta keep working. I'm gonna take 2 weeks off, and I'm right back in the gym. This nothing changes, but everybody's got to do their part, man. My team's behind the scenes doing that stuff. I'll handle the training, the work, and just being ready to keep putting on these shows, man. But I just appreciate you, man. Like you obviously even since I went up against the Dominican at first, but you showed love, man. Like I appreciate that.
Nah, for sure, man. I'm not a hater, man. Like, you
Yeah.
won fair and square. I saw you in person. I congratulated you, and I'm
Yes,
doing it here in
sir.
front of everybody as well. I said congratulations. That's actually the first thing I said. Congratulations for that fight and this one too.
Yes,
I'm not no
sir.
hater. You earned that fight. You won
Yeah.
that clean, obviously.
I appreciate that, man.
Is a rematch with Fedora like an option for you, or you
It's
know?
a it's an option, the dust is still settling, so that's why like I don't have any opponents or anything lined up, but it could either be a rematch if he decides, or it could be, just whatever. Like I'm totally open. Like that's why like it's kind of like a generic answer, but I'm not like blowing it off. I'm legitimately open to fight everybody. Like it's not like, yeah, we'll see if they come up. Like whoever they bring me, I'm fighting.
I got you. I got you. But you got a minimum of 200K. I got you. I read
I
between the
got you.
lines. How does a and I know you kind of just answered that question in the sense of like you saying you willing to fight anybody. Uh but how does the thought of a rematch with Jesus Ramos, somebody who beat you before, how does that sound to you? Barring you getting a fight with Charlo, obviously I know that's your number
Yeah,
one goal, but
right.
barring that, how does that sound to you?
It sounds amazing. I'm definitely into that. Like I've said, the Brian from back then, like he's dead and gone. This is a new, like I've evolved in so many different ways. Not just like I don't want to say I'm stronger, because of the strength and conditioning. It's not just that. It's mentally. Mentally, I'm in a very different place, and I feel like everybody's seeing that. Each time out, even when I spar a bunch of like top level guys, like they see it. They see it. Like even the difference just mentally, outside of everything. So I'm just big. Like I want all these fights. I would love that fight too, and like I just want everything. I feel like I can't be beat, so they could put anybody in front of me right now.
Okay. All right. Uh, I I want to give an opportunity for the people to call in and ask a question themselves. Is that okay with
Hmm.
you?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, guys. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Please call in if you have a question for Brian. If there was a question I missed or a question you're curious, uh, or if you just want to call in and say congratulations, that's also cool as well. Just keep it short, obviously. So the link is in the chat. If you guys want to ask Brian a question, just click that link. It'll take you to a website, and you could come in and you can ask my man Brian whatever question you got. Uh,
Awesome.
what do you think of the fight with Tim Tszyu and Jermell Charlo? How do you see that fight going if it happens?
Yeah, I still see Charlo too strong for that. I was impressed though. I'll give him props for the to Tim Tszyu for the Harrison fight because he
Mhm.
did perform even better than I expected. I expected him to just shut Harrison down late because of the conditioning issues he's had.
Yeah.
But he honestly, shut it out, the whole fight. So I do give him props for that. That was a solid win. But I still kind of see, how we would adjust, for Charlo because I felt like still um it still plays into Charlo's style a little better.
Okay.
But obviously, we'll have to see. So I'm like I said, it's a good one, but I would still lean towards Charlo on that one.
Okay. Got you. I got a caller calling in.
Cool.
What's up, my brother? How you doing? Oh, you at IHOP? You is that the IHOP he went to?
Yeah, I'm actually sleeping right now.
What's up, man? What's your question for Brian?
Okay, I got two questions. All right. One, first of all, what was going through your mind when you dropped from Nora?
Man, that was just wild, man. Like I said, it felt like I was stepping into a dream, and I haven't woke up yet. It's just crazy, Like I saw that moment, like from when I dazed him, and then just that like legitimate killer instinct in the moment. I just gotta pounce on this and get him out of there. But it's all been surreal, man.
Okay, and I have one more question. Now, I live in Las Vegas. I say this with all respect, no disrespect. Could I ever spar you so I can learn from you?
I mean, you can come by the gym, man. The doors are open.
Listen, I'm not responsible if you get knocked out and end up on YouTube or nothing. I'm not responsible, kiddo. All right.
Hey, you don't try to kill me. I won't try to kill you, bro. We can
No,
get some
no,
work.
no, no.
You
That's
definitely
what I
gotta
said. All
sign a
respect.
waiver.
No, that's what I said. All respect, no disrespect, nothing.
No, I get it, man. I get your vibe. No, you're cool. No, of course, bro. Just sign a waiver, man. We can get some rounds in.
Okay, definitely, definitely. Maybe like a DM on Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Thank you very
Again,
much.
I'm not responsible for
Thank
this.
you.
Don't
Thank you.
don't come on my channel saying that I listen. If whatever happens in the ring, Broadway Joel is not responsible, man.
You're the instigator.
All right. Thank you very
man.
much.
Thank you so much for the call, man.
All right. Good luck. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Anybody else wants to call in? Again, the phone line. Let me drop the link again just in case it went too far up. The phone line is open. You guys can call in. If not, then I'll let him go. He's already been very gracious with his time. Oh, I have another caller right here. Ari de lo Mio, what's up, my brother?
De lo Mio, how's it going, man? Sorry. Hey, listen, man. First things first, Brian, congratulations, man. That was a hell of a victory, man. I'm gonna be honest with me. It didn't seem like a lot of people were giving you a shot to win this fight, but you fucking hung in there. And like Broadway is saying, man, Cam will always tell us, man, that motherfucker's tough, man. Like he's tough as fuck. Like that's one thing about him. He's never gonna quit, and he's gonna be there the whole fight. So congratulations to you. Yeah, man. I would say enjoy the victory, man. Enjoy it because you deserve it. You know, like Broadway was saying, 2 sensational knockouts back to back, underdog. I wanted to ask you, so we saw Tony Harrison go over there and fight Tim Tszyu in Australia. I'm guessing obviously he wants to fight Charlo next, but we don't know when Charlo's going to be ready to return. I heard there was rumors of folks that Tim Tszyu might want another fight in between. He might want to stay busy and have another fight. Obviously, I don't think you're the person that's like, oh, he's a stay busy guy. No, like you're a legit guy, but
not at all.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like we know you're not like a stay busy guy. But what I'm saying is like we saw Tim Tszyu fight Tony Harrison. Would you go over there in Australia and fight him if you were given the opportunity?
Absolutely, yeah. Like when I say I'll fight all these guys, like you saw how easy it's been to make these fights. Like there wasn't even rumors or anything. It's just Brian signed the fight. Like we're ready to go. That's what you usually see. So it's too easy, man. So yeah, like I said, obviously I want Charlo because that's the next level up, and I'm still aiming up. But these guys are all right there, and names like those on my resume would just be insane. At this point, I'm trying to make a legacy out of it. So absolutely, I would want all the fights with guys like that.
And my last question is, let's say Adames becomes a champion at 160. I mean, he's an inter-champ at 160. If he becomes full champion at 160, because I know you say you guys are cool, but would you take that fight if you were offered?
I mean, bro, you never know. The money's right, man. You gotta see. I know he's got his next fight lined up with J-Rock.
J-Rock, correct.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I'm looking forward to that. And then We'll see, man. But like for now, bro, I'm just happy. Like all these, just even the fact that I have all these options, man, I'm super excited. So we'll see what the best possible fights we can make, and that's what you guys can always expect from me.
Well, listen, thank you for your time. Shout out to you, man. Congratulations again, and enjoy the victory,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, man. For real, appreciate that.
Broadway,
All
thank
right,
you.
thank you, man. All right, I have a friend of yours and a friend of mine, Michael
Shit.
Fox. What's up, my brother?
Yo.
What up? Hey, I just got to say one thing. That's just a comment more than anything, man. Your name look good on that board, right on that Silas Hall of Fame. That joke look real good, Slim.
Oh, that's crazy, man. They got my name up on their wall of champions, man. That's
Yeah.
freaking crazy.
Hey,
You know how many times I visualized that, man?
Man, look, I just kept like, honest to God, bro. I came in the gym, I saw the board, list of champions, whatever, Hall of Champions. I was like, man, nah, I got to see his name up there. You know, man, it made me,
Yes,
it made me work harder with you, bro. So just want to say your name
Bro,
look good.
perfect.
Right under Robisi too. Y'all had a good ass month.
Bro, yeah. No, man, the whole team's moving, but like, bro, you were a huge help in camp, man. Big thanks, big props, man. Just insane, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, nah, man, it's my pleasure, bro. My pleasure. It was good to get away, man. It was good to get some good work in. Good to get be around like-minded people, man. You're a humble dude,
Yes,
man.
sir.
And you know, shout out to your pops and your brother, man. They got me safely to the gym, safely to the airport and everything, man. Your family,
Yes, sir.
Alon and Gino, man, they dope, man. Tell everybody I said what's up.
I appreciate that, man, for real.
Yo, Mike,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
mad at you, bro. You could have DM'd me. You could, yo, he about to get that knockout. You couldn't call me. You couldn't do none of that, Mike. What's up
No,
with you,
you
bro?
didn't. Hey, look, if you really believed in him, all you had to do was put your money on Mendoza.
You got inside info, bro. Mike, you know how to get me. You know how to contact
You know,
me.
and you know how to get me, and you know how to get me. When have I ever left you on red,
I
huh?
just figured Mike is my man. He'll text me. He'll hit me up like, yo, bro, bet the knockout. I thought we had a relationship, Mike. I'm mad at you right now.
We do. Look, I told Brian, man, he fucked up a lot of parlays, man.
Yeah, he did. That he did. I know a few people parlays he fucked up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But hey, look, this is the last thing too. Like, I was in my house. He landed the hook. He hurt him. I sit up off the chair. He put him down with the overhand and the hook. I stand up. The count gets to 6. I'm walking through my mom's living room, both my hands in the air. Like, yo, he did it. He did it. He did it. I told you I was gonna do it. But yeah, man.
Bro,
Like I said, congratulations, man. This your moment. This your interview. I just want to drop it, man. Say congrats again.
No, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it.
For sure.
Hell yeah, bro. That means a lot, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. I got a couple more callers.
Cool,
Fernando, what's up, my brother?
Yo, Broadway, you get the exclusives quick, bro. You get. I don't know how you pull it off, bro. You get the people on here. Got a lot of
He's a
people
cool dude, man. Easy to work with.
Well, actually, I don't know. But
I got my connection. What's up, brother? What's your question for Brian?
So activity, like back-to-back camps with Tony Brady and Ishmael Salas. That seems to be the recipe for success here. You know, I don't know how the whole PBC the schedule looks like right now, but when would you like to get back in the ring? Like if you had to pick a time.
Definitely before the year's out. You know, like you guys already know how hard it is to get like multiple fights and everything set up. But if I can fight at least twice a year, then I'm cool because I'm never out of the gym. You know, like I said, even now I just won this interim title and everything, but 2 weeks and I'm back in the gym, strength and conditioning and boxing. Like I'm gonna be back getting ready. So as busy I can possibly stay. If I can get in 3, man, that'd be a blessing. But you know, like you guys know how it is, and then I do have a great team, you know, pushing for the as best they can, and you know, getting me the best opportunities and everything available. So, I will tell you, minimum 1 more back before the year's out. Like I have to. It's only April, so I'll get at least 1 in before the year's out. But if I can squeeze in 2, then we'll do 2.
So then I want to ask you a question, not particularly about you.
You breaking up, bro?
Tim Tszyu he fought Tony Harrison, and he beat him by stoppage. If you like, when you look at the young upcoming fighters in the 154-pound division, do you see them getting better? Like, a lot of times when we talk about fighters, we just look at them as, oh, like, it's stagnant. Like, oh, like we talk like they can't go beyond a certain level, or they can't add different things to the toolbox. So when you're looking left and right, obviously you see the guys that's been there for a minute, but when you see the guys that's coming up, how do you feel about that?
No, you do see the improvements, and then I think I'm one of the biggest examples of that. Like, people told me that they thought I hit, maybe a ceiling, or I was a certain level fighter or something, and I'm literally proving that I'm working past that. Like, every limit that people used to think I had, that even I thought I had, like, I've passed all those limits, and my development is coming along and everything. So even literally just looking in the mirror, like, you see that, and then. The other fighters, of course, once you see them go through a few things in some fights, have to overcome some obstacles, that you're always going to grow from that. So, of course, I'm definitely aware of that as well.
Bro, I saw Samson Lukowicz, and he says, "Oh, nobody loses against me twice." I mean, he never loses to anybody twice. So you beat Jason Rosario, and then when he said that, I'm like, wait. Yeah. Oh, yo, I don't know, man.
He said that on my interview.
I didn't.
He said that on my interview. He said he's never had a fight.
There you go.
One of his
so he said it on here. He says nobody loses. Like he never loses to anybody twice. So when I saw that, I was like, yo, the Samson knows something we don't know. Like, is Fundura like gonna bring something new out? So, because sometimes when you beat somebody in an upset, they'll say, "Oh, he got lucky." You did this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna curse, but you did this twice, man, and you did it by stoppage, and you went against the judges, bro. So I don't know. Man. I was. I'm on
Fernando,
to be
you
on
got any more questions? I got more callers.
I got no more questions, man. Thanks for getting this interview, and thanks for answering my questions.
All right, no problem.
Appreciate you.
All right, all right. Juan De Lo Mio, what's up, my man?
Hey, Brian. First, I'm Gabe. What's up, brother? How you doing, Joel? Thank you for bringing this exclusive. Mendoza, man, you one of the hottest boxers right now, and one of the hottest
crazy
in the sport, man. And
thank you, man.
And hands down, knockout of the year. You got that. Your fighting style. Now that you see that you dropping these guys, are you gonna sit on your punches more in between combinations because you laying these guys down?
I mean, if you notice, my best knockouts, my ugliest knockouts are all like when I'm relaxing, I'm not even trying. So my thing is just to focus on the explosiveness. Like, you are gonna see more and more explosiveness each time out, because I'm training out more, so I'm gonna put more heat on the shots. But like this fight, like the game plan was to chop the tree down. That's why I wasn't, looking for one big shot. It was like, all right, poco a poco, they just keep chopping it down.
To see that
and then
down like that, my heart stopped because I was tall, and to see it like that, me and Joel was seeing it. We were like, like 1 o'clock over here on the East Coast. Oh man, knockout of the year. Another thing, you're gonna have a lot of offers now because people probably still think they could take you on. Oh, this guy's a plus fighter.
Yeah,
you're gonna get a lot of options, man. And I'm happy that there's a guy like you. A guy that's not heavily promoted, a guy that has to claw his way up, had to fight tooth and nail. Guys like you show that a loss doesn't mean shit. Give me the opportunity. I'm gonna show you what I can do.
1000%, man.
Congratulate you, brother. Soak it all in and leave it all in the field, man. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Next fight. Take care, Joe. Thank you for that exclusive.
Nah, anytime, my brother. Anytime. All right. I got no more calls. I have one more question, and then I'll let you go. You've been very gracious with your time. So
all right, bro. I got you. Got one more.
Yeah. So when you hear this is so far in the lead for knockout of the year, I can't even think of another knockout that this one may compete. I can't. If you can, tell me, but I can't even think.
I don't know.
Like, when you hear that, like, you may win that award. That's a big award to win. What goes through your mind?
I'm telling you, man, it's all like I stepped in this dream and I haven't woken up yet. Like, okay, I pulled off the 7-1 upset, I pulled off against the Giant, which just makes it look cooler. Like even to like the casual fan, they can look at this fight and like appreciate it. You know,
Yeah.
like I got an interim title out of it. I got a possible knockout of the like what? Like bro, this is just crazy, man. I'm just soaking all this in, and it's just wild, you know, to even just to be nominated. You know, like the fact that people are talking about it like that. It's just an honor, man. I'm just super grateful.
Yeah. No. All right. Well, thank you so much for the interview.
Thank
I
you,
hope
man.
you enjoyed yourself. I definitely enjoyed
Yes, sir.
myself having you on. I wanna have you back on again once you get your fight announced. You know, give you some extra promotions. You know, I definitely want to introduce you more to my audience. I love the energy.
Definitely.
I loved your story, and I kind of want to interview you next time about your life story, how you got into
Definitely.
boxing, where you from,
Yeah.
past fights where you lost, and then we'll talk about what's leading
Absolutely.
up after you get your fight signed. So
Yes,
you know,
sir.
I have
Yeah,
your
let's do that, man.
contact. I
Perfect.
really enjoyed the interview. Thank you so much. Soak it all in.
Thank you, man.
Enjoy it,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
You deserved it. You worked so hard for this. And again, you got a fan in Broadway, Joel. Don't ever think
Thank
that
you,
you
man.
don't got a
Appreciate
fan here.
that.
But you will lose a fan if you fight for less than 200K in your next fight.
You don't have to worry about that, bro.
If it's more 250, 300, cool.
Yeah,
199 and lower, I'm gonna be upset.
Absolutely, bro. Nah, man, I got you, man.
My man, thank
All
you
right,
so
bro.
again. Thank you so much for hopping on, man. I really appreciate
Yes,
you giving me
sir.
your time. All right.
Absolutely, man. You have a good one. Good talking to you. Catch you.
Peace. All right, guys. That was Brian Mendoza. Hold on, Juan. I'll add you on right now. All right, guys. That was Brian Mendoza. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. I definitely enjoyed the interview. Enjoyed his energy. He answered all the questions. Didn't pussyfoot around anything. Kind of wish that the static wasn't happening in the voice, but hey, man, I'll take it how I can get it, man. That was a really good interview. What's going on, Juan?
I woke up, man. I'm like, oh shit, I missed Joel. My alarm went off. What did you, in reference to the under 200K? What do you mean by that? That's what he made for the Fedor fight?
I think he made. I don't know. I ain't asking because I'm not trying to count nobody's pockets, but I think he made like somewhere around like he made somewhere around like 85K.
Damn.
I'm like, yo, bro. I don't want to see him get paid less than 200. Yo, bro. If we talk about earning your money, there's nobody that's earned it more. Yo, 2 underdog sensational one punch. Well, the Rosario was a one punch knockout, and then this knockout was one of the most gruesome knockouts I've seen in the last 6, 7, 10 months. So
especially with that belt, he should get $1 million.
Yeah, yo, I don't want to see him get paid less than 200. He deserves that bread. You know what I'm saying? We've seen guys that I'm like, I don't want to say who, but that don't deserve as much.
I'm letting you know right now. When that knockout happened, a lot of people in the 154 division say, thank God he got him out of there because I didn't want to face that guy next.
Yeah.
A lot of guys did not want to face Fedor next. I even heard Charlo say that guy should move up, man. He's too tall.
Yeah. I don't know, but he fought like most of his career like at welterweight on the come up. So when he knocked out Rosario at 160, and we know how big Rosario is, that was a big deal to me. Rosario, was he Rosario from the J-Rock fight? No, but Rosario is a big dude. He's like my height, big muscle dude. Yo, knock him out. Like hurt him back.
Nice place uppercut like the Julian Williams shot from long distance. Boom.
That was a statement maker knockout. But hey, he caught. You could say, yo, that was just a lucky shot. You could say that. But then he does this to one of the top. I want to say top 3. Top 3, top 4. No more than top 4 because you got Charlo, you got Zoo, maybe Castaño 3.
Right there. Him and Zoo are right there.
So Fedor was a top 4 at most, and you knock him out in that way, bro.
Yes. Perfect, beautiful knockout.
I want to see him get paid. What's going on, Coach Frankie?
Hey, thank you for having my kid on the show.
Nah, anytime, man. I just like I told him, if he wants to spar Mendoza,
It's
I'm not
with respect
responsible
and
for
just
no
learning.
injuries.
Yeah. I mean, we signed up with USA Boxing. The waves are already in there. We'll be all right.
All right. Nah, I'm just messing with you.
I know.
Those are your son?
Yeah,
no,
that was
no,
my
his
son.
son is the kid who asked to spar him.
Oh, okay, great,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
It was exciting, man, to see that, man. Oh, man. We got a lot of great stuff coming up in boxing this year, man.
No, for
Yeah.
sure,
Do you
bro.
think Charlo's gonna fight Mendoza, or is he gonna duck him?
I duck is a strong word, so I'm not gonna say duck, but
Well,
he has-
Charlo will move up the middle instead of staying in junior middle to fight.
that's not what he
Mendoza.
said. He said he's staying at 54. So
No, Charlo though.
Charlo's saying he's staying at 54.
Okay.
So, but Charlo got 4 mandatories. He's gonna fight Tim Tszyu most likely next.
Knock him out.
And then after that, I don't know who's in line. That IBF mandatory, and been in line for like years. So I'm assuming it'll be him next. I don't know. But I will say that he's in good position. He got that WBC interim belt. And if he can't get the Charlo fight, hey man,
I can see Heyman trying to put Lubin back in the mix. Because
Lubin versus Mendoza,
that would be a beautiful fight.
when I don't know when Lubin's coming back. Oh, he has a fight.
I can see the top guys trying to get top money. I can see that.
So Lubin didn't retire?
No.
He just took it.
Oh, man, he's not looking good. That's why I was just. Oh, really?
Oh, he's looking big?
No, I'm saying he wasn't looking good though. I mean, that last fight.
Nah. I mean, he didn't suffer any like gruesome injuries. He didn't have no broken orbital bones or jaw or nothing like that. I saw an interview where he was saying people saying he should retire, but he's like, "Oh, I got beat up, but I'm good. Like I ain't have to go to the ER or nothing like that. I wasn't like
Somebody as talented as Lubin to get hit that consistently.
I don't know. We've seen him get put out with one shot before, so
that guy's been fishing for years, man, and can't get a belt. And the talented guy, Lubin was in any other division, probably would have got a belt by now.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Yeah, he don't got. I'm looking on BoxRec. He don't got a fight lined up, and he hasn't fought since. It's been a year already, almost to the date. He hasn't fought since April 9th of last year
in the 54 division.
So he's. I listen, but like I mentioned in the interview, he got options. He got options. This kid.
WC mandatory. Liam Smith, he could get paid over there in Europe.
Yeah,
that's not a fight that interests me, to be honest.
No, as far as money for him,
an option.
Look, a fight with Brian, Danny Garcia. That's a good fight. There you go. That's a money fight, and that fight will be in New York too.
Oh,
if that fight happens. Brian Castano. You got the rematch with Fundora, the rematch with Jesus Ramos.
If I'm him, that Garcia fight. If I'm him.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm trying to get that Garcia fight. Did he fight Luke Santamaria before?
He lost to Ramos.
No.
Yeah. Oh no, Luke Santamaria is coming off a loss. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, he got the rematch. Listen to his options, like realistic options. He got the rematch with Fundora, the rematch with Jesus Ramos, Danny Garcia, Tim Tszyu, Lubin. Like he got names. Like he's not gonna be struggling to get like, oh damn, he gonna have to fight this cab driver. If he fights a cab driver, it's because either the people don't want to fight him or he don't want to fight them. And from what the interview says, he says he's willing to fight anybody. So
gonna get off. He doesn't look like a crazy boxing skill, this, that, and the third. He's a good standard fighter that got good power. So people want to face him.
I don't blame him. Those last 2 knockouts were nasty knockouts, man. Like, I challenge anybody right now to put that knockout on their Instagram and see how many likes and comments it get by just casuals. Like, damn, that was crazy. Oh my God. Blah, 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 blah.
all that guy is, and he fell like a damn tree. Boom.
Yo, 7-1 underdog, bro.
Man, you could have got paid.
I should have got paid, man. I should have bet. I thought about it. Adames told me too. Adames was like, yo, Mendoza could fight, man. He goes, don't sleep on him. I sparred him before he could fight. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I was like, I thought about it. I thought about it too. I was like,
You know, the part is, I went to the bookies. I wanted to throw money on that fight. They didn't even have no odds on it.
Wow.
They thought it was too much of a mismatch.
I don't know. I went to the bookies, local casino, and I'm like, they have everything. They got MMA. They even got that stupid power.
Honestly, when I was out there for the Frank Martin Rivera fight, and yo, boxing is so out of the limelight that at the bookies you can't bet on boxing.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yo, I went to the bookie, you know, whatever. And it was like, yeah, nah, we don't got the fight. Not even at where the hotel where the fight was being held.
You know what? They're not getting a lot of volume. They're not getting a lot of volume in the bet.
No.
I was like, yo, like, how do I bet on the fight? They're like, oh yeah, the UFC fight. You just click this button. I'm like, no, the boxing fight. And they were like, oh, nah, we don't do boxing. I'm like,
they do other MMA fights. That's the sad part. There's other MMA issues would be worth watching, and they don't even take odds on that. It's just anything that's real trendy, and that's sad because like the Mendoza Fedor fight would have been great to put money on.
Yeah, I mean, again, I got the online betting thing here in New York. I had the option to bet it. I was told by Adam. Well, he didn't tell me to bet it. He just told me that he's a good fighter. But hey, man, I'll take my lumps. It's all right. I shouldn't be gambling anyways.
Wow.
But nah, man, that was a great interview, man. I feel like I got him real comfortable. I got a lot out of him, and I'm super excited. For what's to come in his future, man. I'm super excited. Did he say anything about what?
His phone going crazy now? Everybody's trying to reach out to him.
I didn't ask him about that. I should have though. I should have.
We imagine. I know you're an objective journalist. Did you ask the hard questions about? Hey, listen, you lost a couple rounds there. You was down.
Yeah, I told him. I was like, 2 of the judges had it a shutout. 1 of the judges had you only winning 1 round. Did you know you were losing? That's a question. Well, he said he knew he was losing, but he didn't think that he was losing that wide. But he was like that. He understood that he's fighting a California fighter in California, and a knockout may have been necessary, and he got it. So, you know.
Hey, did you notice all the Mexicans lost on that card? All the Mexicanos, they all lost.
All the Mexicans?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I didn't even think of that. I mean, yeah,
Olivo
lost, Campa lost. I don't know. Is Campa Mexican?
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me double check. I don't want nobody calling me racist just not all Latinos are Mexican, man.
I know. All right, I gotta let you go.
1 second. Let me.
Thanks again. Later.
No problem, man. Hold on. Let me check if Campa is Mexican before. He is Mexican. Yeah. So Olivo lost, Campa lost, and then Svendura's of Mexican descent. He lost too. So we'll see. We'll see if so Lubin is fighting Luis Arias in June.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He is. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. If he would, that's a solid enough fight where we could gauge as to where he's at in his career. Is he washed after that, or is he, you know, does he still got it? I feel like that's a good fight for him. What do you think?
This was that kid that beat on Hurd, right?
Yeah, he beat Hurd. He lost to Daniel Jacobs. Who else he fought?
That's a good little fight for him.
Yeah, it's a good fight where we can know, like, all right, what's going on? What's going on in his career? How good is he? That's a good fight. Nah, but yo, Juan, I'm about to end the live right now. I appreciate you hopping on, my brother.
Take care, man. Thank you for the content, man.
Anytime, my man. Anytime, my man. All right. Yo, everybody hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys showing me love and support. I definitely will be bringing more of these interviews to you. I'm trying to see if I could get somebody this Saturday in Spanish. I don't know who. I'll figure it out. But if not, I'll definitely go live and bring you guys some content. But yo, guys, thank you so much for hopping on, hitting the like button, staying all the way to the end. The people who called in and asked the questions, thank you guys too. Again, I'll be live in Saturday, but most likely in Spanish, and I'll let you guys know on Twitter and Instagram when I got an interview lined up. But all right, guys, till next time, peace.